Riveting content, empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Sphere Exclusives. Looking for exclusive content from your favorite podcasts here at the Sphere? Head over to sphere.tv/Patreon and sign up today. True Digital Media Consulting. You're online right now and so are your customers, but marketing has to be a consistent journey. True Digital Media Consulting can help with your online ads, organic growth, and so much more. Contact us today at 832-934-4436 or visit our website at truedigitalmediaconsulting.com. coldhardfashion.com. At Cold Hard Fashion, our mission is to support creativity in fashion, beauty, and the arts. To connect with culture creators, follow us on Instagram at Cold Hard Fashion and subscribe at www.coldhardfashion.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Money Factor here on the Sphere Podcast Network. My name is LaShonda Johnson, your certified financial educator and the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance.
Good morning. This is Tony Sanders, also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance and your certified financial education instructor. Welcome back. It's Money Mondays here on the Sphere Podcast Network. I hear the cha-ching, ching, yes. And it's also the first of the month, so cha-ching, ching again, all right?
34 days in to March.
Yes,
Man, this year is already just kind of rolling on through.
This quarter is just about over.
It's about to be to the end.
Yeah,
so,
it's about a wrap.
Where are you on your money goals?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how's your spending? How's your saving? You know, how are you doing? So today, of course, not short of any other day that we come to you on Mondays, we're going to have a great show. Today, we're going to be talking about some basics. Just making money, saving money, growing your money, and protecting your money. That's what it's all about today. And we're going to have some very candid conversations about it. So those of you who are watching us, definitely jump on Facebook, while we're here the first 15 minutes and give us your comments.
Right.
So, like you said, Tony, this quarter is about to be
a wrap. It is almost over.
And just over the past couple of weeks, it's just been constant conversations about just these four topics: making money, saving money, growing money, and protecting money. And so it's hitting people in different aspects all over the place. But, before you can do anything with money, you have to make it.
Hello, I need you to make some money.
You have to make it.
Right.
So that's what we're going to talk about first, making money. So what are ways that we make money, Tony?
Wow, there's a lot of ways to make money. First of all, if you have a job, if you receive a W-2, hey, you can make money that way.
Yes.
You can have a business. You can be a business owner.
Absolutely.
You can make your money make money for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can help other people make money.
Absolutely. You could have been, somebody could have financed your life for you through an inheritance.
Lord, where are you? Where are you?
There are several ways to make money, but the bottom line is we have to make it.
Right.
Because we have responsibilities that we have to take care of. And the other thing is that if you have a job, hey, nothing's wrong with that. You got to make income.
Right.
But oftentimes that's not enough.
Right.
So I know in my experience, and you can share about your experience, I'm running into situations where people don't have enough money.
Never have enough money. But you know what? The sad thing about it is they're okay with it, and I just don't get it.
Well, that's unfortunate. I guess because some people feel like, it is what it is. But those of us who also, work a job, we don't have enough money also because we're not allocating the money that we have properly either.
Absolutely.
So you can't even see
because it's
the
not about
rewards.
how much money you make.
It's how much money you keep.
Absolutely.
That's very important. So let's repeat that, Tony. It's
not
not about how much money you make.
It's how much you keep.
How much money you keep. How much are you keeping?
Right.
So,
because I hear that. That's what I hear a lot. I don't make enough money.
I don't make enough.
I don't have enough money.
That's probably the number one reason why I think people don't reach out, or that I've found in my client base or my potential client base is people feel like I just don't have enough right now.
Right.
To do the things that I need to do.
And people don't want to be transparent. So are we going to talk real here today?
We're talking real.
So this is real. Even if you don't make enough money, you have the money. It's just not allocated in the right places. And that's why it's so important for people to do a personal financial strategy. But they don't want to do that strategy because they know we're going to expose where the money is going. Because if you don't have the money, the money is going somewhere. Where is the money going?
Your dollars have to have an assignment. And so, again, we're talking about the number one issue is being able to make money. So if you fall short of being able to reach your basic responsibilities, there can only be one or two things happening. Either your basic responsibilities are too high, or you're not making enough money. We're talking about basics, Tony.
Just the basics.
Just the basics. Your living, your eating, your utilities,
right?
Your transportation, food, because we have to eat.
You have to eat.
Basic things,
right?
People tell me, well, I'm just struggling making the basic things, but then when we sit down and do a particular strategy,
we see all the extra.
No, it's not really that you don't have enough. Okay, maybe you don't have enough. Okay, because what is enough? We all need to define individually what enough is. But you do still have to manage what you have.
Absolutely.
And so there's also the option to be able to make some other streams of income, and so we get just limited in what my job pays me, and they get everything we have plus a little bit more, and it's still not enough.
Right. And the biggest reason I hear, and I don't know about you, but the biggest reason I hear that you don't want a second income or you don't want to start a business is you don't have time. And we disagree with that. Everybody has time. You have time to do whatever you want to do. Again, it's just about, making some changes and making up your mind to do some better things in your life. I can't. What I always go back to is when that young lady from Dallas said, 5 generations of broke. How long are we going to continue to live and do the same thing over and over again, getting the same result?
Let's talk about that for a second. We're talking about, I can think back in my family. So there's my generation, there's my mom's generation, there's my grandmother's generation. And before my grandmother's generation, I didn't know them. I see them in pictures and things like that. But from what I see in pictures, that's counting back 4. Same thing here.
Same thing here.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity just yesterday to do, just basic financial principles presentation for a whole family. Everybody there was related.
Wow.
So by some way, cousins, second cousins, sister, brother, mother, something. They were all related. But only one person in that room was really addressing their finances. Only one person. And of course, that one person is the one who set up for everybody else to hear the message.
Wow. And so what was the response? I want to know.
Well, the response is one person in particular said, I'm going to do it, just not right now. And everybody else was kind of like the deer in the headlights. And another person said, I did it. I'm glad I did it, because if I hadn't have done it, I don't think I would be anywhere. But I've been seriously tempted to touch what I'm saving.
Right.
Seriously tempted. And I said, by what? Guess what?
Things.
Guess what the thing was that they were going to be willing to penetrate their...
Was it a male or female?
Female. Going to be willing to penetrate their future savings for.
A trip?
No.
Don't tell me a bag.
No.
Shoes.
A car. A depreciable item.
Wow.
Something that depreciates. Like momentarily. Like you can't even...
No.
You start the ignition. That's it.
It's
depreciating.
Wow.
So, but this is true. So, like I said, I'm glad you brought that up, because look in your family. How many generations deep are you? And how many generations deep are you guys in financial struggles?
Well, I posed a question on social media since we're talking about it. This is going to be a really good one, because I posed a conversation on social media about how different would your life have been if you were left a legacy of generational wealth?
Okay, let's talk about that, because for sure, I don't know anybody that can say their life wouldn't have been different. So then now I look at people who won the lotto, and of course they could say my life is totally different, but then I gravitated back towards that life. So that goes to the resounding message of education.
Absolutely.
Because, okay, let's think about it, Tony. If you were given a check to finance your life, not knowing what you know now,
I would be a hot mess.
In my point, exactly.
A hot mess. And
So-
and you know what? And that's what most people were seeing. No, because we didn't have the information, we didn't have the education, and you guys still don't have it because you still haven't really reached out and got the education. But when you brought up about the lotto, look how many people win the lotto and they go broke.
So most of them do, statistically.
Statistically,
That's
most of them
because
do.
you're putting money in the hands of uneducated people about finances, financially illiterate people. And that is the case with most people. They're financially illiterate. So if I drop millions in your pocket today, based on the knowledge you have today, and I would love for you guys to jump on. I see some people on
Absolutely.
on Facebook.
I see Monique. Monique is saying, sounds positive. Yes, it's very positive. I see Mary Jahan, and I also
Yes.
see my sister Mickey. Welcome to the Money Factor here on the Spirit Podcast Network. Please share this show. This is very important that
Absolutely.
everybody hears this information. And you know what? Don't forget about athletes.
Okay, so again, let's go back to the question. If, millions of dollars, and not even millions of dollars, let's say
Hundreds
a
of
quarter
thousands.
of a million.
Yeah.
Let's say a quarter of a million.
100.
100,000. If something was dropped in your hands today, exactly what would be your behavior with that money based on your current level of financial literacy? So
That's
really,
good.
getting back to the root problem here is not about money.
It's education.
It is about people's lack of understanding what to do with the money.
That's real good.
Lack of education on what to do with the money. So getting back to the topic of making money, because money can come and flow through you through all different sorts of means, through gifting, through awards, through extra income, through multiple businesses, whatever the case may be. You could flow it.
Right.
But if you don't understand what to do with it, there's still the issue of it will be mismanaged.
Yes. Easy come, easy go. Because you don't know.
Easy come, easy go.
You don't know what to do with that money.
So, we can intelligently make the case of it's not about the dollar. It is about your knowledge of what to do with the dollar. Because right now, if you're spending, on an average, people are spending 120% above their income. Okay? And so we teach 70-30.
Right.
Your responsibilities should not exceed 70% of your income, and you should own 30% of your income. So, but people are living way above that.
They're living above their
so
means.
the more money that you have, the more dysfunctional you're going to be with it.
Right.
You're just going to do more dysfunctional things.
Monique says, free, seek a professional. You're absolutely right. But unfortunately, most people don't want to be transparent, Monique. They're not seeking out for professional help. We see it every single day. And then we give them the knowledge, but the knowledge is power, but then you have to apply it. And most people aren't willing to sacrifice today so they can have what most people can't have later.
Absolutely. And they're not willing to be sacrificial. And we live in a society that pushes and forces, you got to have this right now. And so really getting back to the mindset is major. Your mindset is major. But even if you have the right mindset and you still don't have education, the result will be the same.
Right.
So you still got to know what to do with it.
You still have to know what to do with it. Wow, you're sure right, because you can have all the education in the world, because I always post, hey, people are highly educated. They're professionally successful, but they are financially illiterate.
They are financially illiterate.
That's dangerous.
Okay, I'm just going to share. You can share about your situation, but my situation, I started saving in a 401k plan at 19 years old. Okay, 19 years old, Tony. And I just was always raised save 10%. So I saved 10%.
Okay.
Now, I always had a little file cabinet of 401k statements. That was the label.
Did you open them?
This thing was this far. It was like this far deep.
Just with
With
statements.
statements. Never open them.
Never open
You
them.
know, confessions. This is confessions. True story. I didn't open those statements. You know when I opened those statements? When I decided to resign from corporate America. And, you know, a few months before, when I found out that I was going to be, from the last acquisition, I was going to be vested. So I realized, okay, I'm about to be vested. What do I have? So, because they're going to match it 100%.
Right.
And I've been moving this. That's when I open my statements.
Wow.
It's embarrassing. And so all of those years, I never reallocated anything. I just kept my, whatever the will said, or I knew nothing.
Right. Well, for me, LaShonda, I don't know. I was saving in the bank, not understanding, you know, that my money wasn't growing. But I have to give a shout out to a fellow stylist at the time, Shalati Ellison. She was the one who really, you know, told me, hey, you got to save your money. And so I went out and I bought a safe. And I start putting my money in the safe.
Like I said, money doesn't grow inside safes.
You said that.
Under mattresses, in shoe boxes, in cookie jars,
Right.
and it definitely not in banks.
I had it in a safe. I didn't understand money. I didn't know how money works. I had money in the bank and I had it in my safe.
But you knew how to make money.
I knew how to make
But
money.
just because you knew how to make money
my money wasn't making money.
doesn't mean that you knew how to save money, which is our next topic after we get to our first sponsor in today's show. So if you're looking for an exclusive content that you'll find anyplace else, look no further than the Spear exclusive found only on Patreon. We've got behind the scenes shots happening daily at the Spear Podcast Studios. So want to know what's happening behind the scenes here and you want to see the show continuously? Then you need to be a Patreon member. Each show on the podcast network curates episodes that are only delivered to Patreon subscribers. Did you know that? Plus, we deliver the show live from start to finish in our Discord server that's exclusive to our Patreon family. So you can sign up today at www.thesphere.tv/Patreon or /Patreon. To join, you're looking at VIP for $2,
$2.
$5,
All right.
or $8.
That's the cheapest VIP I've ever heard of.
Hello, Patreon's here, and you can get access to all of the exclusive content we offer on the Spear. Okay, so you guys go do that. Go take advantage of that, especially because our conversation is real juicy today. And if you're on Facebook Live, then that means you would have to tune out. If you're a Patreon member, you could stay with us the entire show. Okay, so getting to the topic of saving money, Tony. So once you figure out how to make money, is there an art to saving money?
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
Absolutely.
First of all, what are you saving for?
Right. What are you saving for?
So most people they don't even know. Okay, what are the basic things we save for?
Most people like a car,
A house.
A trip,
Yes.
kids' college, retirement. You know, those are the things that, you know, most people
Basic
are saving.
things.
Basic needs.
Yeah.
Something
Something they want to buy.
they want to
Some
buy.
type of big ticket item. Yes.
Absolutely.
And so, but there is a strategic way to save, you guys. So even if you're saving for those things, you still have to know how much I need to save, how long I need to save it, and how much is compound interest going to help me out.
Right.
And am I receiving simple interest or am I receiving compound interest? So most people don't even understand that. So let's jump into the Saving Your Future book for a second here. Okay. If you don't have this book, I don't know what to say about you. Let's go up to the top above that because we talked about that here. So make money, save money, grow money, protect money.
Absolutely.
Financial concepts and solutions may not be the most exciting subject. It may not be. But with discipline and patience, you can learn and understand the fundamentals. You can build a good financial foundation. Financial independence is not a dream, it's a priority. You have to take control of your future. So let's go on to the next page. Like I said, it's not a sexy topic. It's not exciting. But I bet you one thing, you got to do it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, well, it sure is sexy and exciting to me.
Let's go scroll down just a little bit. Let's talk right there.
Pay
Go up where it says money talk, Tony.
Money talk. It says, where is the money? A good number of people always seem to have money problems. Most of the time, they're short on funds. Warren Buffett advises, don't save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. Absolutely.
Let's stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because that's a major problem.
That's a major situation.
I deserve it. I'm going to buy me this. You haven't even paid your bills. You haven't done anything, but you're going to go and buy something.
I mean...
Major problem.
I'm going to say this.
Uh-oh.
My mom used to say this all the time. Well, the devil wanted ice water, but he didn't get it. So here's the thing. We have to start learning how to be sacrificial. Mm-hmm. Do you need it or do you want it?
Yeah, just buy what you need, not what you want. I want a lot of things, but that doesn't mean I can go and buy them.
No, right. I mean, like you said just earlier, people are just struggling with the idea of being patient, mm-hmm. Doing some things now so you can have everything you want later.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it, if you're patient enough, most things could really be purchased just straight cash.
Oh, it really could.
Most things. So, I mean, some major ticket items like a home and those things, we will purchase over time.
Right.
But most things, you guys, really, if you're patient enough, you could buy it cash.
They're not
you
patient.
Could save for
I want it right now. I want it today. I don't want to wait. I'm not going to wait. I deserve this. I work hard.
The word's discipline.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be disciplined to say no to some things now, to say yes to some things later. It doesn't mean you just can't have it. You're just going to go about a different way
just
of
not
getting
right now.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Society has taught us the wrong ways to go about getting things,
Right.
And unfortunately, we fed into them. I was certainly guilty of that. Until I started, getting some education about my finances, I would have been still. I mean, the more money I made, the more money I spent.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was my mantra.
Right.
I have it.
Well, yeah. That's how I felt too.
You can always find something to buy.
Absolutely. And as a former stylist, you know what? I was making money every day, every week. It was like, oh, I know I'm going to make it back.
That's hey, me. I was like, okay, all I have to do is, get back, work a little harder, and I can replace that.
Right.
But saving is so very important, and there is a strategic way to do it. So we'll talk about it more, but guess what? We have to end Facebook Live, you guys. Sorry, if you're not a Patreon member, you're going to have to do this right now, which is go to the Spirit Podcast Network and subscribe. You're going to have to go subscribe right this second, right this moment, right now. Go and subscribe. While you're there, we appreciate it if you write a review. Jump over to iTunes. Tell us what you think, what you like to see. We appreciate it. Share the show. Like Tony said early on, please make sure you share the show. We don't know who you know, and we don't know who they know. So we're able to get the message out by people sharing. So if you share this on your social media outlets, all of them, by the way, then we can reach the masses with this message, because everyone needs to hear this. We do provide this show to you completely complimentary. However, we would love for you to donate if you'd like. Okay, so there's a button there. You can donate one time, or you can become a regular donation patron. Either way, we like it. We love it. So go do that right now, this moment, this second. Okay, the show is not ending, but Facebook Live is. So you have to subscribe to go back and watch the show in its entirety.
All right.
Okay.
This seems like one they don't want to miss.
No. Saving money. So Tony and I both are financial professionals. We come to you every Monday. Money's on the mind. Every Money Monday. And we're talking to you about these very, very important topics. But please make no mistake about it. We're licensed professionals, trained very well in how to help you to change your mindset and also come up with a strategy. So strategy is very, very important. So when we sit down and do a personal financial strategy, Tony, talk to them about how we help them to figure out a strategy to save.
Oh, yes. When you're sitting down, that's just like a snapshot of where you are and where you want to go. So we get all the important information, how much you make, what are your living expenses, what's your liabilities and your assets, because that's very important that you know what you owe and what you own. because most people,
Absolutely.
they think that they own that car, they own that house. Not true. You own the note, or you own the mortgage, but you don't own that. You're still a responsibility of yours to take care of. And so once we're sitting down with you and we figured out, okay, so what is your dime? What is the dime? How much emergency fund will you need? Are you in debt? These are all things that we take in consideration. That goes back to building that financial house, making sure that you're properly protected. How's your debt management? Do you have an emergency fund? And then we can talk about investments. But I need to
Tony,
see
this
exactly.
sounds like a lot. How much does this cost?
Cost.
Yeah.
It's free.
Get out.
Yes, it is absolutely free. And it's so much information. Let me tell you guys, it is so worth your time. You get a professional, laid out financial needs analysis just for you. It's just for you, on your own needs. It's nothing that's, you giving me your information. I'm just going to input it, and it's going to spit out exactly where you are, what you need, and which direction you need to be going. Because we always say here that how do you know where you're going if you don't know where you are? You got to know where you are. It's almost like, like GPS. You got to put in your address first. So you got to put in those numbers first so we can get you to the goal. What is your goal for later? What is not about now. I think people are still living in the now. It's not about right now. It's about how can we help you by doing this financial needs analysis, your strategy. And most people have never had a strategy.
Most people have never had it.
Never had a
Most
strategy.
people stray away from it. And they do because they're fearful of the cost involved. They're also fearful of where they're not.
Right.
They're also fearful of what they may have to give up. They're also fearful of, I don't have enough. There's so many reasons why people haven't done it, but none of those reasons are valid reasons.
Yeah, you know what? I always say, let's just take the excuses off the table. No more excuses, okay? We give a lot of excuses. I'll accept none because everybody needs to have this done. I don't care.
You have to have a strategy.
You have to have a strategy.
If you don't have a strategy, literally, you're setting yourself up for some major downfalls.
Absolutely.
Financially. So,
and you need to know this.
You have to know. You need to know this
information.
You have to know where you're going financially. But like you said, Tony, you also have to know where you stand right now. So when we talked about saving, before you can begin the process of really strategically saving, you have to go through a strategy because you have to be able to sift through everything. And then that strategy helps to expose places that you could actually be paying yourself that you're paying other people.
Oh my God. Let me tell you guys this real quick. Saturday, I did workshop number 1, which is increasing cash flow and debt management. Literally within the class, we exposed one lady who can save an additional $480.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. So it's not a matter of you can't save. You can, but if you have a strategy, if you sit down with someone that will help you to expose different areas, and that's one thing that I love about that workshop, because not only it exposes, it says $100 to $200, but look at there, $480. $480.
You never know how much you could find, but if you're not looking, you're not gonna find nothing.
You ain't gonna find nothing. If you're not looking,
if you're
not
looking,
absolutely right.
You can expect to find zero, and you can expect to keep wasting.
Wouldn't you love to find some money that you could save that you didn't even know that you had?
So many things. I mean, just a couple of places I found money is just getting rid of cable.
Cable is the number one place.
That's the number one thing
Right.
for me. I mean,
Right.
I was able to find some money just getting rid of that.
Cable was on
and
her
guess what? I
list.
don't miss it.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. I also got rid of the gym. That's because I live someplace that has
Provides it.
state of the art equipment. I do every now and then go to a trainer, but still that's in the budget. If it's not in the budget,
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Yeah.
Okay, you see me walking in Memorial Park, but I can still
It's free.
exercise.
It's
That's
still free.
So you guys, let me just say to you this: if you don't have a strategy, shame on you. I think it's Bill Gates that says, if you're born poor,
It's not your fault.
it's not your fault, but you die poor, it is your fault.
Yes.
And it is your fault because you've really not been actively doing anything to change your situation. And you can't say because the knowledge was not around you.
Right.
So, we're
Again, that's
consciously
that's
making
another
the
excuse.
decision to financially fail. That's
Right.
not anybody's fault or anybody's problem,
Right.
but yours. Okay. So we talked about saving money. there is a strategic way to do it, but the bottom line is you need to sit down with us, do a personal financial strategy, and figure out what is going to be your strategic way to do it. And you have to reach out to us. I'm LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. You can reach us on all our social media outlets, which is Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Meetup. We're on Facebook, of course, as the Houston Housewives of Finance official. If it doesn't say official, it's not us. And hey, some of you guys are still liking that old page. It's not official.
We see that.
Yes, don't like
you guys, you're missing out on all the good information when you don't like the proper page. So please go and like the proper page, okay? I do want to invite you to check out our website.
Right.
It's www.hhofinance.com. While you're strolling through, you can just click on any button that says schedule an appointment, and guess what will happen? It will bring you to a place where you can schedule an online appointment, and you can do that free.
Free. I like free.
Free is nice.
Because when you have free, that's even more money that you could save.
Yeah, but please do not get it twisted. The value of our time is very, very valuable.
So please do not waste it.
We just do not extend the cost of that to you. We let
Right.
somebody else pay us for that. So please don't misconstrue free.
Right. This portion of the show is being sponsored by True Digital. You're online right now, and so are your customers. The question is, how do you actively reach them? Marketing has become a consistent journey, and we're here to walk with you every step of the way. True Digital Media Consulting can help with website development, online ads, and your business reputation and organic reach, growth, and on search engines. Give us a call today and discuss a customized strategy for your business at 832-934-4436 or send an email over to info@truedigitalmediaconsulting.com. Mention the Sphere and receive a free 30-minute strategy consultation. That's awesome because everybody's on social media. There's a lot of marketing. It's free marketing. So you want to get with True Digital so you'll know exactly how to use it.
Absolutely.
And everybody's offering a strategy. Hey, you got to sit down, have a consultation. That's the only way you're going to get help. Just think about it. When you're sick, the doctor consults you before he gives you a solution.
A lot of y'all are money sick.
Mm.
You need to see a money doctor. You need to see a money doctors. That would be the Houston Housewives of Finance, LaShonda Johnson, and
Tony Sanders.
yes. So we have CFED behind our name, and
CFEI.
yeah, that means something, you guys. First of all,
Yes.
credentials are important. So everybody seems to want to talk about money, Tony.
Everybody.
But everybody's not licensed or credentialed to do so.
Yeah, you know,
Might as well go to the professional.
Yeah, and let me say this too, since you said that. Yeah, there's a lot of people who said they're doing financial literacy, and you got to make sure if it's personal finances is something that's going to help you. I see people saying credit for financial. That's financial literacy. There's so many different.
That's not financial literacy.
I can't even get it out because I see it. I see you guys on social media.
But you guys, that's not financial literacy. Okay.
I see you.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not. So, but we do have workshops that we can teach you about financial literacy, and where you can go to attend those, which is also complimentary, is on Tuesdays.
Yes, on Tuesdays, join me at 13831 Northwest Freeway. That's at Tidwell and 290. That's Suite 215 in Houston, Texas, 77040. That's Tuesday, 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m. But please be sure to contact me to make sure that I can save you a seat and make sure that it's on the right day. I don't know when it is. They change it up quite a bit. So I'm like, it's not on Tuesdays anywhere. It's on Saturdays.
Oh. Okay. So if you're in West Houston, I know for sure, without a doubt, that you can come see me on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. The address is 11111. That's 5 ones, Katy Freeway, Suite 100 And that's Houston, Texas 77079. You can come on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. You can also come on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m.
For sure.
For sure. If you're in Pearland, there is a center there that you can go for an overview on Mondays. And on Thursdays, you can go for workshops. And that address is 11233 Shadow Creek Parkway, suite number 255. And that's Pearland, Texas 77584.
Yep.
Okay.
There's workshops going all across the country.
If none of those locations work, then guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to reach out to me, LaShonda J. at HoustonHousewifesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S. at HoustonHousewifesOfFinance.com. Just Google us. Hey, we're not hard to find.
Yes.
Not
We're on
hard to find.
Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Meetup. And we have a website.
Hey.
And you can also text us.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's the text?
You can text us at 31996. Make sure you put in the message field ask HHOF, all one word, ASKHHOF. Ask us. We will answer and we will give you a professional answer that's based on skills and training and licenses. Okay. So reach out to us, please. Okay. So we've talked about, Tony, making money.
Making money.
We've talked about saving money.
Saving money.
Can we talk about growing your money?
Yes, grow my money.
Because you have to grow your money.
Yeah, because my money was not growing in that safe.
Hey, mine wasn't going in the bank. And I had a few, and I thought it was me. I thought I was the one with the problem. I was like, oh, I'm obviously just not saving enough. I got to save more. I got to save more. And the more I saved, the more it felt like I'm just not making progress. I'm depressed. I'm mildly depressed about this. So let me just take a trip, spin it all, and start over. I'm serious. That's what I did.
Where did you go?
Many trips.
Oh, my
I traveled a lot. Yeah, I started traveling at 19.
Yeah, I was a flight attendant for Continental Airlines, so I've traveled
I
the
wasn't
world.
a flight attendant, so I was funding these things. Do you remember FunJet? I used to put my vacations on layaway.
What?
I sure did. I sure did.
Yeah, I used to take those little $10 trips. It cost me $10 to go to Hawaii. Hello, somebody.
Yeah, well, I didn't pay $10. I mean, I wish I would have, but I mean, my first trip was to Bahamas, and I paid for it like in 3 months.
Wow, that's my next
At least
vacation.
I paid for it.
You paid for it.
I did. So I've been to Bahamas many, many times. You know, sometimes on my dime, sometimes on others.
So, hey, use somebody else's dime, all right? Because I know it's vacation planning season because I just planned my vacation. And, hey, save up for that, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to save up for it.
So, growing money. Let's go to the Saving Your Future book. And let's see. Let's look at page 8. Number 1, pay yourself first.
All right. Set aside 5 to 10% of your income to save for the future. If possible, save 15% or more. Treat it like a bill that you must pay and pay it first. That's your family's financial bill. Doesn't it make sense to pay yourself first before paying any other people's bills? Your cable TV bill is not more important than your family's financial well-being. I totally agree.
Yes. And let's jump over to the next page because, you know, having this conversation about paying yourself, you have to realize in order for your money to grow, it needs some time, people. The first thing is pay yourself. The second thing is pay yourself quickly, right away, because you're wasting time, and time is money. The sooner you save, the better for your future. Let's take a look at the examples on the next page. Okay, so let's look at Get Rich Slowly. Okay, a solid foundation takes time to build. Trees don't grow big overnight. Wealth doesn't grow big overnight.
Right.
Avoid get rich quick impulses.
A lot of people want that.
And a lot of people do that, okay? Hot stocks and rising real estate markets can sound appealing, but one wrong pick can set you back big time from your savings goal. Investing is not gambling. You must understand how money works. Have a plan. We've said that all this morning, and stay disciplined with your action plan until you reach your goal. You have to have a plan.
Right.
That is a part of what we're talking about this morning. If you don't have a plan, then you can't even start the growth process.
No.
So let's go on to the next page. Let's flip over to the rule of 72 before we get to this one. Okay. So, Tony, can you explain to them how growth works?
Absolutely. I just love the rule of 72. This is a mathematical formula that was created by Albert Einstein. It simply tells you how long it's going to take for your money double, how money works. So you just simply take the 72, you divide it by the interest rate that you're receiving, and the answer will tell you how long it's going to take for your money to double. I just love this because it can work for you, but it can also work against you. But we're trying to make our money grow. So let's just take, for example, the easiest rule. I don't even want to use those examples, LaShonda, because you know what I tell people? Just take the simplest thing as your bank account. Just think about how much interest you're getting on your savings account. And let's just use 1% for an example. 72 divided by 1. And when I ask people that, they stumble. They're looking for some magic number. I'm like, no, what's 72 divided by 1?
It's a simple answer, but you're okay. 72?
Exactly.
You're right. 72.
It's going to take your money 72
years, you guys.
to
So,
double. That's a long time.
if you're watching us, how old are you now?
Your kids only
Add
have
72 years to that.
Girl. So it's not a joke, you guys.
It's not funny. Okay, we're laughing. We're laughing because
This is serious.
you guys are putting your money there, acting like you're about to blow up.
And I see so many
You
people
are gonna blow up.
that have so much
Not
money
in the way
just
you think you're gonna blow up.
sitting in the bank, just
Sitting in the bank. And you know what, Tony? They always tell me, yeah, well, the bank is safe.
up to a certain amount.
But no, it's not. You're
You're
the
losing-
bank
you're
is
losing to
providing a way
inflation.
for you to safely lose money.
Right.
So, okay, let's go to the other page where we can show you an example of how this thing works. Okay, so no, back the other way, where you can see if you start to save now versus saving later.
Right.
Okay. No, keep going back. Okay, keep going back. There you go, right there. Okay.
Yes. Mr. Start Early.
So, first of all, we keep saying you need to start early. Well, you need to start early because time is money,
Time.
okay? We call 25 to be about textbook age. Why? 25, you should be coming out of college. You should
Starting
start
your
the
career.
adulting process, and you need to be saving. Start saving habits very early, okay? So this is an ideal age. This is somebody that's 25. So if you're 25 and you save at least an hour, you should at least be paying yourself the first hour of your
every
work day. Okay? Every day is payday when you work. Every day. You don't have to wait till Friday because you worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday. You should have paid yourself the first hour and all the way down to Friday or Saturday, even if you work it. But in this example, this person only makes $10 an hour. That's why I say, Tony, it's not true that you cannot save. You don't have to make a lot of money to save.
Simple.
This person only makes $10 an hour and is saving the first $10 every day. And so that's $300 a month. And I cannot tell you how many professional six-figure earning people tell me straight to my face they can't save $300.
Oh, every day.
All the time, which is really sad. But anyway, this person found a way to get it done and took it serious and was disciplined enough to do it for at least 7 years. That's 7 years. This person saved $3,600 a year. And look what happened. By the seventh year, their contribution, they had put in about $3,600 is what they're putting in annually. And so the money, as you see, the compound interest, by the way, this is based on about 8% interest.
Correct.
So your bank is not in the running to be able to give you that.
At all.
At all. And let's go to the bottom. They put in $25,200 over 31 years, but they didn't touch it. That's another key. Stop touching what
Over
you put
7
away
years.
for yes, over 7 years till age 31, not 31 years. My bad. But here's the thing: don't touch it.
Right.
If you're doing this thing right, you wouldn't need to touch this. Okay. So by the time this 25-year-old reaches 48, this money has grown to $128,361. Compound interest is your friend, but look how many years of time compound interest was able to go to work. Now let's look at Mr. Wait Later. This is the average person that comes out at 25. They want to go buy the Beamer. They want to get the loft apartment. They want to, pop bottles. They want to dress the nicest, have the nicest outfit of the day, carry the most expensive bag. So they belabor saving.
Correct.
And because they live like that, most of them will not even be able to start at 32. But this person starts at 32, saving the same amount. Mind you, Tony, here's something that's very significant here. From 25 to 32, don't you think this person had an increase in income?
At some point.
At some point. So really at 32, if you're just starting at 32, you should actually be saving more. But anyway, this person is not. They're just saving $10 a day. That's fine. Do that all the way till they're 48 years old, because they got to save all the time because they lost 7 years of compound interest. So now you've had to put in $61,200 only to come up with $131,221. Look how much more you had to contribute. This person had to contribute just to come up with a little over $3,000 more than the person that started saving early.
They paid so much more just for $3,000.
So much more just to have a little bit more. Just to have a little bit more. But the other person only saved 7 years. You guys, if you don't get this, this is significant. This is significant because we're talking about growing money. The first rule to growing money is to put it somewhere where you have a shot at actually getting interest.
Absolutely.
Okay. And the second thing is be disciplined. Be consistent. Don't touch the money.
Don't touch it.
And give yourself a raise. You cannot just save the
Don't
flat
increase your
amount.
lifestyle. Increase your savings.
Increase your savings.
And that's what most people do. That's what we go
Most
wrong.
people don't do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Says this portion of the show is being sponsored by Cold Hard Fash. Cold Hard Fash is a cultural lifestyle brand of a designer and trend-setting platform, social experiences in the art, world fashion, cultural, politics, sports, health, and fitness. We offer a curated cultural for creatives, cultural influencers, professional innovators, and social elite. Our cutting-edge style with fashion as our guide meets you in all areas of your life to provide commentary and the connection for consistent evolution of your runway. So do what you want to stay ahead of the culture. Do you want to stay ahead of the culture? Yes. Do you want to cleverly experience the inspiration and gratuity with our creative community? Then follow us on Instagram at Cold Hard Fash and check us out and subscribe to coldhardfash.com and join the conversation. That's a mouthful. Cold Hard Fash. They got a lot of C's in here. They say we offer curated cultural for creatives, cultural influencers, for professional innovators of the social elite. That's a tongue tie.
That is. Tongue twister.
Tongue twister.
Okay. But go check them out, so you can
Hard
unravel.
Yes, I want to see what it's all about.
I do have to go check them out too. I'm interested. I want to see what it's all about. So we're talking about growing money. The last thing, let's talk about protecting it. Yeah. Okay. So guess what? If you want to protect your dollars, you have to call us. Because that means you got to put it in some places safe.
Right.
That's really the bottom line of it. It has to be someplace that is safe. And so for more education about safe places, you got to reach out to us. I'm LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. We have to continue this conversation because
we are.
You know what? It's really important that you all get this because this is the most important thing I think that we can really bring to them is
absolutely
how to save that money. How do you grow it? How do you protect it? And if you're not making enough money, then you need to make more money.
You do.
You have to make.
A lot of you
money.
have a cash flow problem. Some of you're trying, but you just don't have enough.
Right.
You have a cash flow problem. So we can help you with that too. If you didn't know, now you know. So reach out to us. Again, I'm LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
Yes. So, hey, we're going to see you next time. Next week, same place, right here on The Money Factor. Please do share this show and make sure that you reach out to us to get your complimentary strategy scheduled so you can be on your journey to financial freedom. So we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.